afternoon. This is our data analysis assignment. My group members consist of myself, Cintis Cooper, Ramika Knowles, Charlena Charles, and Lanishka Knowles. So the introduction and purpose of this analysis. When the current pandemic arrived in the Bahamas, it placed many things on hold. As a result, many things were altered in order to gain some semblance of normal and productivity. One of these things was traditional teaching practice. In order to meet the requirements for graduation for students, while still adhering to safety protocols, the first virtual teaching practice was produced. The purpose of this data analysis assignment is to analyze a survey that was given in session 2 of the fall 2020 virtual teaching practice. By doing this, the success and overall perspective of students within that phase of the assessment can be interpreted.
The background information of this survey represented 24 responses from the teaching practice students who participated in the virtual teaching practice. The first section comprised of 4 questions, which includes my sex, select your program, how many synchronous lessons have you taught, and how many asynchronous lessons have you taught. The first question was, my sex is male or female. The overall results showed that 24 responses given were 4, which equals to 16% from males teaching practice students, and 20 were females teaching practice students. In the second question, respondents were asked to select your programs, and the options were given Bachelor's of Education Primary, Bachelor's of Education in Early Childhood, Bachelor's of Education Secondary, and Diploma. The total responses given was 8 were enrolled in the Bachelor's Primary program. In the Childhood Primary program were 14, and in the secondary program was 1, and in the Diploma program was 1. Sorry to correct, the primary program was 1 as well.
The demographic of this analysis consisted of 8 primary school general majors, 1 early childhood education major, 14 secondary majors, and 1 diploma pre-service teachers. Demographics continued. This survey was taken by 24 pre-service teachers, 4 were males and 20 were females. The 4 males consisted of 16%, while the 20 females consisted of 83%. There were 8 primary general majors, which consisted of 33%.
How many synchronous lessons have you taught? Which was one of the questions that was presented on the survey. 18 participants stated that they taught more than 15 synchronous lessons. You had 3 participants that taught 13 to 15 synchronous lessons, and then you had 1 participant that taught 10 to 12 synchronous lessons. Also, 2 participants taught 4 to 6 synchronous lessons. In our asynchronous lessons, there were 13 of the pre-service teachers that stated they taught more than 4 asynchronous lessons. 2 pre-service teachers responded that they taught 4 asynchronous lessons. 4 pre-service teachers responded that they taught 3 asynchronous lessons, and 3 pre-service teachers reported that they taught 2 asynchronous lessons. And also 2 pre-service teachers reported that they taught 1 asynchronous lessons. And overall, these are the percentage of the asynchronous lessons that has been taught.
Internet access. 5 participants had excellent service. 6 participants had good service. 9 participants had average service. 2 participants had below average service. And 2 other participants had poor service. The learning management system. 14 participants responded. The school's LMS is being used by teachers, and I was given access to upload my teaching and learning resources. 6 participants responded. The school's LMS is being used by teachers, but I was not given access to upload my teaching and learning resources. 2 participants responded. The LMS at the school is not working, and it is not being used by the teachers. Lastly, 2 participants responded, the school does not have an LMS system.
On a scale of 1 to 10, with being 10 very comfortable, and how comfortable are you with navigating the various teaching platforms, 1 participant responded 5 that they were comfortable with the teaching platform. There were 3 participants that responded 6 out of 10, and there were 6 participants that responded 7 on a scale of 10. 5 participants responded 8, and 4 participants responded 9. And also 5 participants responded 10 out of their comfortability navigating these teaching platforms.
Team teaching models. I am teaching at a school where I am working. 8 participants responded with a team of teachers using the team teaching model. 12 participants responded with my cooperating teacher only, and I'm assisting her with team teaching model, and 4 participants responded alone, not using the team teaching model. Challenges of planning virtual lessons. 2 participants, planning lessons for virtual classroom is challenging. 2 participants strongly agreed. 10 participants agreed. 8 participants neither agreed or disagreed. 1 participant disagreed, and 3 participants strongly disagreed. Team approach in the virtual environment. Using the team approach in the virtual environment overall is rewarding experience. 3 participants responded strongly agree. 7 participants responded agree. 13 participants responded neither agree nor disagree. 1 participant disagreed. Role during teaching practice. 23 participants were live facilitators. 22 participants prepared and made asynchronous lessons. 22 participants facilitated the chat. 10 participants had parent conferences. 14 participants had student conferences. 21 was the question and answer facilitator. 18 participants assisted with forecast writing. 17 participants assisted with creating learning kits. 13 participants uploaded materials on the learning management system, and 19 participants assisted with teaching with lesson planning. Electronic portfolio. By Wednesday, November 25th, I created 6 participants responded, 0 content videos. 4 participants responded, 1 content video. 2 participants responded, they made 2 content videos. 5 participants responded, they made 3 content videos. 3 participants responded, they made 4 content videos. 1 participant responded they made 5 content videos, and 3 responded that they made 8 or more content videos. Integrative PowerPoint presentation. By Wednesday, November 25th, I created 1 participant responded, 1 interactive PowerPoint presentation. 1 participant responded, they created 2 interactive PowerPoint presentations. 3 participants responded that they created 6 interactive PowerPoint presentations, and 19 participants responded that they created 8 or more interactive PowerPoint presentations.
Teaching portfolio access. Students were asked the question, I have access to my electronic teaching practice portfolio. And for this question, all 24 participants responded yes. Navigation of OneNote portfolio. The question was on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being very comfortable. How comfortable are you with navigating the OneNote electronic portfolio? The responses were, we had 7 participants who responded with 10, 2 participants responded 9, 2 participants responded 8, 4 participants responded 7, 4 participants responded 6, 2 participants responded 5, 1 participant responded 4, and 2 participants responded 3. Supervisor observation. How many lessons did your supervisor watch? 1 participant responded 3 lessons. 23 participants responded more than 3 lessons. Challenges. Question 18 asks, tell us about a challenge that you had and explain how you turned the situation around and made it a success. Many participants mentioned their struggles being classroom management with the online environment, internet issues, power outages, PowerPoint presentations not working, laptops blacking out, and links not working. Final tips needed. The final question asks, what final tips do you need prior to internal moderation? Most of the participants needed encouragement, time management tips, compressing large files, and working the online platforms better.
Interpretation of data. So from our analysis of the information given, the information suggests that the overall virtual teaching practice program was a success within session 2. The majority of students answered favorably and were able to succeed minimum requirements for the program. Recommendations include further analysis of setbacks highlighted within the survey and sessions tailored specifically to teach how to rectify them. Another interpretation we gather from it is that a closer look at schools that students are attached needs to take place, and how their relationship with their cooperative teacher affects their performance, and also resources schools utilize. Research needs to be done in order to see if these schools actually utilize them, and if they don't, how students are coping with that. And that's the end of our presentation.